Today, every place in business has a website or some online presence. But just having a presence is not enough. Most users just come and go without adding any value to your mission. You need to stand out. You want your website visitors to be engaged with your mission so that they will bring even more users. Imagine if there was a way to let your website visitors inside your physical location. Users who can virtually walk inside your building, interact, browse, and get information. This will make your website stand out. Users will become more engaged and more likely to recommend you through social platforms. This idea is not new. We call them virtual tours, and they've been around since first days of the internet. But why virtual tours are so rare? Why doesn't every business have one? Firstly, because virtual tours are very expensive to create. You need to spend hundreds of dollars on desktop software, and then you need professional photography gear. Also, you cannot do it yourself. You need to hire photographers and web developers to create and build it for the internet. The other big problem is that virtual tours are not search engine friendly by default. Search engines like Google are not able to index virtual tours. Over 64% of all internet traffic is from search. This makes your content on the search like a ghost. No one can see it, so no one cares. Since most people use search engines to find content, they won't see your content. Also, conventional virtual tours are very hard to update, which means that if you want to change or update anything, you have to ask the same people who created your virtual tour to create a new version. This means that virtual tours can easily become outdated. To take care of all these problems, we put all virtual tours data in the cloud to make them accessible worldwide with speed over the internet. We created an online virtual tour designer that enables you to create virtual tours in your favorite internet browser and don't need to use desktop software to create your virtual tours. We made our virtual tours easy to update, so any changes in the designer instantly reflect on the virtual tour. This way, you can improve your virtual tours constantly and change it bit by bit according to feedback from your clients. This is a more agile way to create engaging content, instead of having to create the whole virtual tour at once. Our virtual tours can fit all screen types and sizes and can be controlled by touchscreen or mouse. We made them free so you can do it in any budget, as long as you are happy with minor advertisements in your virtual tours and don't need them to be private. You don't need to pay a thing. By watching some video tutorials, you can learn to do it yourself and create your own scenario. Vtility virtual tours are easy to embed in any website like a YouTube video or SoundCloud audio. Users also have the ability to share virtual tours via social networks. We make sure that search engines can discover your virtual tour content and make your content available to people who search. We also made sure that you don't need anything other than a compact digital camera and an internet-connected computer to create fully interactive virtual tours. All you need to do is bring a creative mind. And we made our service advertisement free for sites like Wikipedia to make it more useful for educators all over the world. Since Vtility virtual tours are free, dynamic, and you can create them yourself, they open new doors for virtual tours. Before Vtility, virtual tours were mainly for promoting places, like real estate properties and major wealthy institutions. But now you can also use Vtility for presenting, documenting, and educating. Since we started Vtility, people used it for many different places, things that we never thought it could be helpful. Students created virtual tours from schools, city councils started putting competitions for creating virtual tours for tourist attractions of their cities. NGOs and charities started creating virtual tours for places like refugee camps, halfway houses, and homeless shelters to inform people of current situations and raising money to improve the condition. Businesses started using virtual tours for educating new staff. Unlike old virtual tours, you don't need money nor skills. As long as you are passionate about a place and you can take photos, you can create virtual tours and present it as your view with your brand. We saw virtual tours for many places like real estates, hotels, museums, parks, libraries, farms, showrooms, galleries, shops, cars, factories, hostels, bars, offices, campuses, hospitals, churches, and many more. You too can tell your story and engage users in a completely new way using Vtility.